Alright, boys and girls, we are now on Telling Time Lesson 3. If you have completed 1 and 2, you are in the right place. We are now going to talk about half hour. We talked recently about an hour. So what I want you to do is to make sure you click on this first link. You're going to go to your clock, your practice clock that we've been using for the last couple lessons. And we've been talking about things that were at the hour. So currently this clock is sitting at what time? That is correct, 5 o'clock. And one little thing I'm going to tell you is each one of these numbers we can count by 5s. There's 5 minutes at each number. So if you went from here, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So an easier way to count this, instead of counting all of these dashes, we need to find 30. We're going to count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as you can see, this is half of the clock. So we're going to talk about the half hour. Now when you see that this minute hand is on the 6, it's going to be 30, just like we said when we counted to 30. And as you can see, the hour hand is not pointing to a number which we are used to. Okay? It's in the middle of a number. So when you see that this hour hand is pointing to the middle of the number, you always go backwards. This is the only time you will look backwards on a clock. So currently, if we would go down here and go backwards one number, it would be 5:30. See how you do that? You go down, you're in the middle between 5 and 6. You're not going to go forward, you're going to go backward. So it's 5:30. If I move this hand again, now I can see it's in between the 7 and the 8. I go backwards, so now it is 7:30. Okay? Let's go ahead and pause the video, and I want everybody to try and get their clock to 7:30. Make sure your 7, it's in the middle. The clock will adjust for you. If you click the 7 here, it will automatically bounce one way or another. You want it to go into the middle for 7 because you go backwards. If it bounces back here, now it's 6:30. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's do 10:30. Everybody pause the video and do 10:30. Okay, everybody had time, so what you're going to do is you're going to take it to the 10, and remember you have to go a little bit past the 10 because it has to be in the middle and no to go backwards, so it is 10:30. So make sure it's between the 10 and 11, not the 9 and the 10. If it was in the 9 and the 10 and you went backwards, it would be 9:30. Let's do 1:30. 1:30. You move your hand to the 1, and remember it's got to go a little bit forward, so if it goes backwards, it would be 1:30. So remember, we're not moving our minute hand at all because it's staying on the 30. This is the half hour. So if I said, okay, it's 1 o'clock, if I moved it to 1 o'clock, in a half hour, let me get to 1 o'clock, in a half hour, it would be 1:30. And you can see that hour hand is moving with it, so now it is 1:30. Let's pause the video and let's do 5:30. 5:30. It's going to be between the 5 and the 6, and it's going to be on the 6 for the 30. 5:30. Let's do another one. Let's do 12:30. Pause the video. 12:30. And you will go up to the 12. Remember, it's got to go backwards. So if you go backwards and it goes to the 12, you're in the right spot. So now it is 12:30. Very good. Boys and girls, watch a couple videos on this. Practice this. This is a little trickier because it is not directly pointing to a number, and you always have to remember to look backwards. Okay, there's a couple activities that we'll do that'll help you with this. So keep practicing this, and if you need to come back and practice this video and this activity, please do so. That's why it's here. Good luck.